Good morning and welcome back to North Dakota Today. Well, we all know it's our teachers that make the world go round, educating the next generation of kiddos before they head out into the world. And joining me this morning, I have Darcy, co-founder and change consultant with the Educators Lab, who will introduce us to their new Teacher Empowerment Incubator. Good morning, Darcy.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me here to talk all things education.
I know, I am pumped for this. You and I were chit-chatting before. We are ready to get into this segment. So we'll dive right in to your whole Educators Lab program first. So tell me what that's all about.
The Educators Lab helps teachers turn their ideas to improve teaching and learning into action.
Wow.
And so we just believe that the people who are in the best position to make positive change in education are the people closest to the problems. That's teachers, right? They know what isn't working for their students. They know what isn't working in their classrooms. And so in professional development, we need to help empower them to identify problems, design their own solutions, and then implement those to improve teaching and learning.
Every step of the way. And helping you to do that, this new incubator, tell me about that.
Oh, I am so excited. A couple years ago, this was one of those pipe dreams.
Yes.
I was sitting at home. I was a classroom teacher for 11 years, and now I've been doing professional development for 8. And I was thinking, if I could do anything for teachers, what would I do? And I got this idea of this Teacher Empowerment Incubator, and Valley City State University and the Bergham Foundation backed me up, and they said, yes, let's try this.
I love it.
The incubator will bring together a cohort of 12 teachers from rural North Dakota.
Okay.
We're focusing on the rural teachers who frequently don't have access to the same type of professional development that our bigger school districts can afford. So 12 rural educators, they're going to come together for some training on design thinking, reconnect to their purpose as educators, identify community challenges, and then as part of the program, in addition to earning 3 continuing education credits,
wow,
and having this cohort of support, they get $1,500 to actually implement their idea to improve teaching and learning and improve their community.
Okay, so you're helping them make their dreams come true, first of all, but they also get to collaborate with all these other teachers. And we know being in rural parts of North Dakota can be isolating at sometimes.
Very much so. And teaching is an oddly isolating profession. Even as a teacher at West Fargo High School, I rarely saw another adult. Right?
Wow.
And so your kids come, teaching seems like a very social job, and it is. But interacting with 125 teenagers is not the same as having an adult conversation.
Oh, yes.
And so even in our big schools where there are tons of staff, teaching is somewhat isolating. And so the goal of this cohort is to help break that down. And if you're a rural teacher who maybe feels like you're the only one who's trying something new, and you might feel like you're fighting the, well, we've always done things this way. If you're trying to make any changes, it can be even more isolating. So this cohort is about connecting those educators who are interested in trying something new to improve teaching and learning, and to really help remind the community of the importance of teachers. You said at the beginning, teachers make the world go round.
They do.
Unfortunately, right now, there's also a lot of negativity around teaching and education. And I don't understand it because as a public school teacher, I'm very biased. But I want to remind these communities too that these teachers are gems. They are the heart of our community, and they are what is going to fuel us into the future. So we need to get out of their way, trust them, and help them make things better for themselves and their students.
And you made a fantastic point. I think a lot of people going into this industry do hold hesitation because you're put in the spotlight and you're getting a lot of backlash all the time. So why would you encourage people to, 1, go into the industry, and 2, apply for this incubator program?
Teaching is one of the most joyful and fulfilling careers you could possibly have. If you want to make a difference in the world, become a teacher, because you have the power and the skills and the audience to actively tackle the problems that communities are facing by empowering your students as change makers and helping everyone go through and solve real problems. The people who should apply for this incubator, any teacher in a rural school in North Dakota, but especially someone who is maybe starting to feel a little burnt out.
Yeah.
To your point of all the negativity and why would anyone become a teacher?
Right.
Why would anyone stay a teacher when there are other options? And I want to help remind those teachers that you do stay because it's your purpose. The joy that you get from teaching will help power you through all of the negativity. And so if you're a teacher who is starting to feel a little bit burnt out, if you're starting to get to question why you are doing what you're doing, come join the incubator and we can remind you of your purpose, your passion, and the joy of being an educator.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself, Darcy. That was fantastic. And that QR code flashing up on your screen right now will take you right to the application page that Darcy's talking about. So scan that, grab your phone, but we will also have that on our Facebook page if you miss it right now. But thank you so much for coming on the couch this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you guys at home, don't go anywhere, of course. We'll hear from the FM West Fargo Chamber as they take us through some of the most influential voices of our time. That's right after this break.